Hello from the Viral Academy in Oldenburg. Hello and welcome. We have not adapted the car to our heights. It's actually crooked, because today we're talking about air suspension. Before we can start working on the car, we recommend releasing the pressure from the air springs via the diagnostic tool. Of course, there are other ways to release the air. You could remove the pipe. Of course, there is also the brute solution with a knife. With the diagnostic unit it is the finer solution. Now we have used the diagnostic unit to release the air from the two air bags. Here we have the new part. We will install it right here. Recommendation from us as technicians, don't just replace one air spring. Especially with the mileage of this vehicle, which has run over 200,000 kilometers. Replace both air springs right away. So Johannes doesn't have the strength. You have to have a bit of physical strength, then you can do it. And of course the right inverse key. Yes, there are people who are a bit stupid and don't see that it's a 10 inverse and buy an extra 9 inverse. But that's how the economy is boosted. Before we can remove the airbags, we have to let out the remaining air. To do this, we loosen the pipe on the section. Down here, under the axle, we must note that protective goggles are necessary. When the pipes are removed, put a dust cap on them to prevent dirt from getting in. To show this a bit better, we have detached the rear cross-link, the shock absorber and the coupling rod from the stabilizer on the wheel. Then we can work cleanly here. To remove the connector, I need a pair of needle nose pliers. With these I can squeeze the two retaining clips together and simply pull the connector off. Here, too, a dust cap should be put on. I always use the caps similar to the ones from the brake bleeder. Now you have to replace the connector, which is of course also included with the new air filter. Make sure that the cutting ring is fitted correctly. When removing this clip, make sure that it remains cleanly inserted in its holder. When fitting it, it is important that you get a John to help and he will then lend a hand. Then we put the cable in. Take this special spanner and screw in the nut by hand. Please do this with a lot of feeling to avoid damaging the thread. It is important to remove the old retaining clip. You can see that there is only one clip. On the new ones, of course, they are all still there.
Wir sind vorsichtig drehen, nur bis Anschlag und nicht überdrehen.
Now we have mounted the spring bellow, and with this support we bring the axle into a certain position. I'll show you why we have to do it this way. So that when we control the spring bellow via the diagnostic unit, we then guide it into this support. Now we fill the bellow, according to the manufacturer's instructions. We do this in small steps, so that we do not overfill. Now we have already applied pressure to the system via the diagnostic unit here. Now it is important to make sure that everything is leak-proof. To do this, we take a liquid and spray it on quickly and see if there are any air bubbles. The next step is to lower the vehicle, but do not put 100% pressure on it yet. Then compare the measurements on the left and right so that the distance from the wheel hub to the edge of the mudguard is the same. I have done that now. Now Johannes fills both dampers again so that the vehicle lifts slightly out of the dampers. Another little tip we can show you. Johannes helps me with that because we have more weight this way. We now load the car by sitting in the back, and then we immediately notice how the car slowly lifts and restores the level. And this is the same on both sides. That means the system is working perfectly. Now we can get out again and have another look. Now the car has to lower itself a little bit again. Now we have shown you how to replace the air spring on the right side. Now we have to tighten the screws according to the manufacturer's specifications, and on the left side the airbag should also be replaced. Did you like our video? Then give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions or suggestions, please write us a comment.